Namaste. We are celebrating India's gift to humanity. Distinguished guests, fellow practitioners, and seekers of wellness. Today, as we gather to celebrate the International Day of Yoga, we stand at the confluence of ancient wisdom and modern aspiration, where the timeless teachings of Bharat meet the contemporary needs of our global family. This day is not merely a celebration of physical postures, but a recognition of India's profound philosophical contribution to human consciousness and well-being. The eternal spring of Indian wisdom, from the sacred soil of India, where the Himalayas kiss the sky and Ganges flows with divine grace, there emerged yoga, a science of life that transcends mere physical exercise. In the Rig Veda, humanity's oldest scripture, we find the seeds of this cosmic understanding. The Upanishads, they speak of it as the yoking of the individual consciousness with the universal consciousness. Tat Tvamasi, thou art that. Yoga represents the quintessence of Indian philosophy, where the material and spiritual, they both unite, where breath becomes prayer, every breath becomes prayer, and movement becomes your meditation. It is the practical manifestation of the Vedantic truth that all existence is interconnected, that the divine resides within each being as the Atman. What makes yoga remarkable is its universal applicability while remaining rooted in Indian metaphysics. Look at Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. They're all composed over 2 millennia ago. They provide a systematic approach to human development that modern science continues to validate. The 8 limbs of yoga, from ethical principles of yamas and niyamas, meaning what to do and what not to do, to the ultimate state of samadhi. The entire spectrum offers a complete roadmap for human flourishing. This ancient wisdom speaks to the modern soul because it addresses perennial human concerns. How do we find peace in chaos? How do we unite body, mind, and the spirit? How do we transcend our personal limitations? India's rishis answered these questions not through dogma, but through experiential science, a methodology of self-discovery available to all. Here, we must address a crucial truth that demands emphasis on that without dhyana, that without meditation, the physical practice of yoga remains absolutely incomplete, even meaningless for its true purpose of human evolution. The ancient seers were explicit that asanas were designed merely to prepare the body so that you can sit in meditation. The Hatha Yoga Pradipika says very clearly, and I quote, that asanas make one firm, free from maladies and light of limb. But this is only the preparation, not the destination. Today, we witness a troubling trend where yoga has been reduced to a mere physical exercise, a glamorous display of flexibility and strength. This superficial approach misses the very essence of yoga. It is like, admiring the gateway while never entering the temple, like polishing the lamp while never lighting the flame within. The rishis would observe our modern yoga studios with bit of compassion, but also concern. For we have embraced the container while often ignoring the nectar within. Dhyana is not an optional addition to yoga, it is its very heart. Through meditation, we access the deeper dimension of consciousness that physical postures alone cannot reach. It is the stillness of dhyana that true transformation occurs, where the vrittis, mental fluctuations settle, where the ego dissolves, where we touch our essential nature. Without this inner adventure or inward journey, we may achieve a flexible body but remain rigid with our consciousness. We may reflect a perfect handstands but remain inverted in our understanding of reality. Today, we express our heartfelt gratitude to the world community for embracing this ancient wisdom with open hearts and minds. From Tokyo to Toronto, from Stockholm to Sao Paulo, millions have discovered in yoga not just a practice, but a way of life. This global acceptance is a testament to humanity's collective wisdom. The recognition that true wellness encompasses physical health, mental health, total clarity, emotional balance, and most importantly, spiritual awakening. The sight of people across continents beginning their day with Surya Namaskar, finding solace in pranayama, and seeking the truth through meditation fills our hearts with joy. You have not merely adopted a practice, you have embraced a worldview that sees the divine in all, that promotes ahimsa, non-violence, and that recognizes the fundamental unity of existence. India's contribution through yoga extends beyond personal transformation. In an age of environmental crisis, yoga's emphasis on harmony with nature offers multiple solutions. In times of mental health challenges, yoga provides tools for resilience. In an era of division, yoga's message of unity, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world is one family, becomes ever more relevant. Think of it this way. All the sustainable development goals of United Nations, all of them. What is the root cause, behind the manifestation of all that is they are trying to solve? It only shows derailment of your mind. And how can you fix that mental health? Yoga plays a major role. We are deeply grateful to our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Bhai Modi, whose visionary leadership brought yoga to the United Nations, resulting in the declaration of June 21st as International Day of Yoga. This resolution saw unprecedented support, co-sponsored by a record-breaking 175 to 177 nations, and adopted without a single objection from any of the 193 United Nations members. This unanimous acceptance represents not just a political achievement, but civilizational acknowledgement that India's spiritual heritage belongs to all humanity. As we practice yoga today, let us remember that each asana is a mudra of gratitude. Each breath, a breeze between cultures. Each moment of stillness, a contribution to world peace. Yoga teaches us that transformation begins within. Yogaschitta vritti nirodha, meaning yoga is the cessation of mental fluctuations. Can you achieve this by mere mortification of your body or mastering your breath? No. We had to combine all the steps of Patanjali Yoga Sutras. Let this day remind us that India's greatest exports have never been material but spiritual. From the concept of zero that revolutionized mathematics to philosophy of yoga that revolutionizes human potential. These gifts were given freely, without patent or copyrights, because they belong to humanity's collective inheritance. As we conclude, let us make a sacred commitment to restore dhyana to its rightful place at the center of our practice. Let us not be satisfied with Instagram worthy poses while our minds remain in turmoil. Let us not mistake physical fitness for spiritual evolution. The journey from body to breath, from breath to mind, from mind to consciousness. This is complete path of yoga. If your yoga ends when you roll up your mat, you have not yet begun. If your practice brings flexibility to your spine, but not to your ego, delve deeper. Search within. If you can balance on one hand but cannot find equilibrium in your daily life, return to meditation. The true test of yoga is not whether you can touch your toes, but whether you can touch the infinite within. Let us pledge to make our yoga studios not just gymnasiums for the body, but laboratories for consciousness. Let every asana practice culminate in meditation. In every movement, let it lead to stillness. Every external form guide us to formless within. Only then do we honor the vision of the ancient rishis and sages who gave us this sacred science not for physical prowess, but for liberation itself. To the global community that has embraced this ancient wisdom, I must say, you honor not just India, but the rishis whose meditation gave birth to this science. You validate the vision that wisdom transcends boundaries, that wellness is our birthright, and that despite our apparent differences, we are one in consciousness. May the light of yoga continue to illuminate hearts across the world. May its practice bring peace to troubled minds, health to suffering bodies, and liberation to seeking souls. May we, through yoga, realize the truth of the Isha Upanishad that says, the universe is the creation of the supreme power, meant for the benefit of all creation. Each individual life form must learn to enjoy its benefits by forming a part of the system in close relation with other species. Let not any species encroach upon others' rights. So says Upanishad. On this International Day of Yoga, let us bow to the eternal wisdom of India, to the global family that preserves this tradition, and to the infinite potential within each of us waiting to be awakened. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May peace prevail in all realms of existence. Namaste.